The best way you can support me is with a simple subscribe. Subscribe to my channel for more content like this. All right, Mr. TALIAFERRO TV, how's everybody doing? We know more, ladies and gentlemen. We know more, and quite the shocking case that is taking place. All right, so for those who don't know, 3 UCLA basketball players. The first one, and I'm going to name, is somebody that we know a little bit about. His name is Liangelo Ball. For those who don't know who Liangelo Ball is, he is the brother of Lonzo Ball, current point guard, starting point guard for the Los Angeles Lakers. You've heard about Lonzo Ball probably because you heard about his father, LeVar Ball, who's created this media uproar over his son. LeVar has 3 kids, one in the NBA, one in college technically, and one in high school that's probably better than the middle son, right? He has another son, LaMelo, who will probably end up being better than Liangelo Ball, but not as good as Lonzo Ball. Anyway, Liangelo Ball, a guy by the name of Jalen Hill and Cody Riley, these are 3 UCLA basketball players. They've got themselves in a bit of a mess, to say the least, all right? These 3 basketball players were in China, and reportedly they were caught stealing out of a Louis Vuitton store. That was initially what we heard, right? Here's the update. They got caught stealing out of 3 stores, right? Louis Vuitton was one. I'm being told that this shopping mall had other stores in it, like Gucci, all the high designer stuff, right? So these 3 UCLA basketball players got caught stealing out of 3 stores on surveillance camera. Remember when I told you guys that, look, as bad as this is for Liangelo and these 2 other young men, people make mistakes. I've made them myself. I'm not perfect. So here's the perception, right? When you start stealing out of multiple department stores, it's like, yo, these people had no control. This wasn't a split-second peer pressure decision. These brothers planned to go steal from store to store. Yo, this was more than just privilege in the moment. Y'all thought y'all could do whatever y'all want because y'all were UCLA basketball players. Now, in Liangelo's case, I can't speak for the other 2 players in Jalen Hill and Cody Riley, because I don't know their financial situation. And I don't know a lot about Liangelo Ball, but you got a brother that's in the NBA. He has like a Lambo or some very expensive car himself. You got a pop. You big baller brand this, big baller brand that. Look, bruh, there's no reason to be stealing out of stores, period. For no reason. Even if you felt privileged for a second. Now, I've tried to put together in my head, why would they do this? I don't know. Especially Liangelo. Again, the other 2 guys, I don't know their financial situations. I just can't imagine why Cody Riley, Jalen Hill, and Liangelo Ball would think they get away with this. They're on camera. You talking about the dumbest thieves ever for all 3 of the stores, right? So they're being held right now. What we know is that they will not travel back with the rest of they won't travel back with the team. They didn't travel back with the rest of the UCLA basketball team. They didn't play last night. Obviously, they're on bail. They're in a hotel now. Thankfully for them, they getting room service, all that in this hotel. Obviously, it's a nice hotel. It was the hotel provided by the UCLA basketball team. So they're in a nice hotel until this legal case plays itself out. It's going to take a couple weeks. Now, here is the kicker. Here's the most important thing I'm going to tell you guys about this case. The most important thing. It all comes down to a numbers game. So their Chinese government has a 99% conviction rate, right? You hit that stand, you're done. Liangelo, Jalen Hill, and Cody Riley can avoid the stand if, this is a big if, the total value in product stolen is under a certain amount. I don't know that amount. I think in America, for most states, you can get a felony, over $500? $500, $600. That's considered like a felony. It goes from misdemeanor to felony. Anything under $500, it's somewhere around there, right? If you hit that threshold, though, I don't know what it is in China. Now these 3 guys are looking at 3 to 10 years in Chinese prison. Again, that is the most important factor. So if you're rooting for Liangelo Ball, you're pissed because he didn't steal, him and the teammates didn't steal out of Aeropostale, right? I mean that seriously. Like, if they would have stole out of a store like Aeropostale, you could have stole like 85 items and still got under whatever the amount is, right? But if they went over this amount, again, they were in these high price stores, and reportedly in the Louis store, they stole some sunglasses, right? I looked for some sunglasses as if I had some. Subscribe to my channel. I need help. Anyways, reportedly they stole some sunglasses. Now, you can go on Louis Vuitton store and check the price of that. It all depends on all these stores together. What was the grand total? And I don't think they'll combine everyone together. I'm just kind of remember how it plays out here. If nobody steps up and says what they stole individually, they'll split it between the three. Or if everybody steps up, it depends on what each person stole. So that's what it all comes down to right now. That's these guys fake. They're gonna be in China for a couple more weeks. And also, let's just put this as a side note. Their days as a UCLA basketball player, all three of those guys are probably gonna get kicked off the team. UCLA basketball is gonna be in a tough spot. They lost 3 guys. And they didn't even lose them to injury, right? You lost 3 guys on the same day. These are 3 scholarship guys as well. So you're talking about a team having to, somebody's going to get injured on the UCLA team throughout the year. Somebody's going to need rest. You lost 3 guys day one. So you got to know that this UCLA team has taken a hit. Coach Alfred's going to have to find a way to suffice. It's a bad look for the U.S., but I'm not going to go apologize for the U.S. like Bill Walton. Shut up, Bill Walton. But I will say this. It's a terrible look for the UCLA program because this is the biggest news in China in certain parts. And when you turn on the TV in America and on our top news outlets, all you see is UCLA basketball players stole. So it's a bad look for the entire UCLA the university. So all bad for these guys. It could get worse, though. I heard LeVar come out and say it's not that big of a deal. LeVar, you need to humble yourself, sir. It is that big of a deal. It all depends on the number that they come up together with, the amount of dollars that these brothers stole in merchandise at the Louis store or whatever other stores they went to. That's where it all comes down to. Again, they can avoid going to a real court and just kind of play this thing out and do like a couple weeks or maybe 30 days, which still ain't good, but it's better than years in a jail in China. And that's the best case scenario at this point, right? Because they got them all on surveillance. This ain't going away. You're tall, 6'5", 6'6" guys. I don't know what the hell y'all was thinking about. People make mistakes. We're not going to crucify these young men. This is a very bad mistake. Y'all need to, if y'all want to steal something, look, if it's that important, y'all wait till y'all get y'all behinds back in the States to do that. Subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Again, kids, please. And I'm telling you from my own mistakes. Yo, I get it. Peer pressure. You want to be the freshest. Listen, it hit me. Want to be the freshest. You want to have the new latest clothes. You want to keep up with the gang. Yo, think twice about stealing. It is around that holiday time of the year. I'm not talking about this in China. I'm talking generally speaking. Yo, these big brand stores, they beef up the security. Seriously, they beef it up. There are undercover guys. I know you think that's like a joke, right? I'm telling you from experience. I know you think that's a joke. Like, yo, they don't got no undercover people in these stores. I promise you, hand on everything, there are undercover around this time of the year, especially as Black Friday kicks off. There are undercover guys in all of these big brand stores. Trust me on that. Be careful. Think these things through, and let these guys let them be the example. No matter what kind of fame, no matter what position you got, stealing will catch up with your behind. Subscribe to my channel for more content like this. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty. Yeah.